Hey guys, tonight we begin somewhere quiet. Before you settle in, make sure to like the video and subscribe, but only if you genuinely enjoy what I do here. Let me know where you're watching from and what time it is for you. It's always nice to hear from you. Now, dim the lights. Maybe turn on a fan for that soft background hum, and let's ease into tonight's journey together. Tonight, we meet someone who can't seem to turn off their mind. The brain, a busy, relentless mind that replays everything from the week, over and over, like a movie on repeat. You know this brain. It's the one that won't let you rest, constantly running through every conversation, every task, every decision, wondering if it was all done right. The brain is lying in bed, trying to fall asleep, but instead of settling into the comfort of rest, it begins to replay everything. The conversation with a coworker, that email you should have sent earlier, the time you forgot to pick up your dry cleaning. It's like a mental playlist that starts playing as soon as your head hits the pillow, each moment from the week spinning endlessly. You try to push it away, telling yourself that it's time to rest, that you can deal with these thoughts tomorrow. But the brain doesn't listen. It keeps running the movie, frame by frame, picking apart every detail, questioning everything that happened. Did I handle that meeting correctly? What if I forgot something? What if I should have said something different? The thoughts swirl faster, each one more urgent than the last. The brain, in its quest for clarity and resolution, can't let go. The clock ticks by, your body is tired, but your mind is awake, fully engaged in this endless replay of the week. You can feel your heart rate quicken a little, the quiet urgency of wanting to rest, but not knowing how to stop the flow of thoughts. It is a quiet kind of chaos, the kind of chaos that happens when your mind insists on going over every little thing until there is nothing left to review. You wish the brain could just hit pause for a while, but instead, it keeps running, like a loop that doesn't stop, playing over and over again in your mind. The room is dark, but the mind is alive. The brain continues its relentless replay, shifting from one thought to the next, like a film reel that refuses to stop. Each memory, each detail from the week, plays out like it's something that needs to be solved right now. There's a soft urgency in the air, but it's not loud. It's subtle, like the quiet buzz of an electric current running through the walls, keeping you awake without you even realizing it. You lie there, eyes wide open, trying to relax, trying to quiet the noise. You tell yourself to breathe, to let go of the thoughts. But the brain doesn't listen. It keeps playing, uninvited, like a guest who's overstayed their welcome. What about that email? It says, did I remember to say the right thing? What if they think I'm too much? Too little? The more you try to clear your mind, the louder the thoughts get. They come in waves, one after another, pulling you back into the past few days. The meeting that felt like it went well, but now maybe you didn't say enough. That conversation that seemed fine, but what if it wasn't? What if they didn't understand? What if you were misunderstood? You can feel your body responding to the brain's restless energy. The muscles in your neck tighten. Your chest feels a little heavier. It's as if your mind is running a marathon, and your body can't help but get caught up in the race. You know you need rest. You know the body needs sleep. But how do you turn off the movie that keeps playing? How do you press pause on the brain that won't stop thinking? The quiet hum of the fan in the background feels comforting, but it doesn't drown out the thoughts. The clock ticks in the corner of the room, marking the passage of time. And yet, it doesn't matter. Time seems irrelevant when the brain has decided it is time to replay every moment of the week, to pick apart every second, even though there's no real need for it. Como está agora? O tom está fluindo bem, com a sensação de agitação mental e a tentativa de relaxar? Posso continuar ou ajustar algum detalhe? Você disse, siga. O chat GPT disse, Section 3. The room feels so quiet, but your mind is anything but. The brain continues its never-ending loop, replaying moments from earlier in the week, dissecting them with precision. The more you try to breathe deeply, to center yourself, the more the brain keeps throwing new thoughts at you. It feels like you're trapped in a conversation that never ends, one that doesn't allow you the comfort of silence. Each thought that emerges is like a ripple in the stillness of the night. What about that mistake I made? How could I fix it? The brain wonders. Maybe it's not too late to send that follow-up email. Maybe I should make a list of all the things I could do tomorrow. And so, the thoughts keep coming, faster now, swirling around in an endless cycle. The more you try to clear your mind, the more cluttered it becomes. The pillow under your head feels too soft, too firm, too high, too low. You adjust it once, then again, trying to make the physical discomfort match the peace you so desperately want in your mind. The sheets twist around your legs, the blanket pulls a little too tight, and yet the feeling of rest is still just out of reach. But the real struggle is within. The brain insists that rest is a luxury, not something that comes naturally when you're busy solving problems, revisiting old conversations, or figuring out what could have been done better. Just a little more thinking, the brain seems to say. Then you can rest. But you've heard this before. You know it's a trick to keep you awake, to keep you tangled in the webs of the past. You try to shake it off, to remind yourself that sleep is what you need. But the brain insists that only one more thought is needed before you can truly rest. That thought, of course, leads to another, and then another. Before you know it, a full hour has passed, and your mind is still wide awake, still running through the same set of questions. What if the key to quieting the brain wasn't in trying to stop it? What if, instead, the secret is to allow it to wander, to let the thoughts flow without holding on to any of them, to simply let them drift by like clouds in the sky? As the minutes stretch on, you start to notice something. Despite the endless flow of thoughts, despite the mental clutter, something within you begins to soften. The tension that had settled in your shoulders, your chest, slowly starts to release. It's not a huge shift, but it's there. You stop focusing so much on fighting the brain, on trying to push the thoughts away. Instead, you begin to observe them, like watching leaves float down a river, carrying them by without trying to grab hold of any. The fan hums quietly in the background, almost like a steady reminder that everything is moving forward, just like the passing of time. The thoughts that once felt urgent, like they needed to be solved right then and there, start to lose their grip. They become just that, thoughts. They don't have to be dealt with right now. They can wait. You take a deep breath, and with that breath, you give yourself permission to let go of the need to fix everything. Your mind doesn't need to be perfect. Your thoughts don't need to be perfect. They can come and go without needing to be analyzed or corrected. The pillow, once uncomfortable, now feels supportive. The blanket, once too warm, now feels like it's giving you just the right amount of comfort. The room, once filled with the noise of overthinking, now feels like it's becoming quieter. It's a subtle shift, but it's enough to allow you to slowly drift, just a little bit closer to rest. Each thought that comes, you let it float by. You don't grab it. You don't try to hold on to it. You simply let it pass, knowing that the moment for sleep is coming. The brain still plays its movie, but now you're not watching it so closely. You're allowing the movie to run without getting caught in every scene. And with that, the pressure begins to melt away. The urgency is gone. There is no rush to find the answers, no rush to solve the puzzle. You can just be, and that's enough. As the thoughts continue to drift by, you begin to notice a softness in the room, a calmness that wasn't there before. The tension in your body begins to melt away with each breath, each gentle exhale. The blanket feels a little lighter, the pillow a little softer. It's as if the whole room has become a safe space, a place where your thoughts no longer need to hold you captive. The brain, which once seemed like an active machine, tirelessly replaying and analyzing, has softened its grip. The thoughts still come, but they no longer feel urgent. They are just passing clouds in the sky of your mind. You don't need to chase them. You don't need to hold on to them. Instead of pushing the thoughts away, you let them be. You give them permission to exist, without judgment, without resistance. They come and go, as naturally as the changing of the seasons. The more you accept this gentle flow, the more the room begins to feel like a place where you can rest. Your breath continues to slow, deep and steady, as you sink further into the bed. The weight of the day is gone. The mental clutter that once filled your mind is now a distant memory. You are left with the quiet rhythm of your breath, the soft hum of the fan, and the comforting weight of the blankets around you. There is nothing left to do. The day has ended, and all the worries, the tasks, the thoughts can wait until tomorrow. Tonight, the only thing that matters is rest, and you finally give yourself permission to let go, to be. The brain's endless replay of the week has faded into the background. It no longer occupies your mind. The quiet, the stillness, the peace, all of it feels like a natural part of this moment. You realize, perhaps for the first time, that sleep doesn't need to be forced. It doesn't need to be earned. It simply arrives when you allow it to. And with that realization, the stillness of sleep slowly surrounds you, wrapping you in its warmth and comfort until you are fully at rest. The night has become completely still, and with it, the final traces of wakefulness fade into nothing. Your body is fully relaxed now, every muscle at ease, every part of you sinking deeper into the bed, cradled by its soft embrace. The weight of the world, the weight of your thoughts, has been lifted. The brain has quieted, and you are no longer entangled in its endless loops. The room feels warmer now, not from the temperature, but from the deep sense of peace that fills it. The fan continues to hum gently, but it no longer feels like an interruption. It blends seamlessly into the quiet, its rhythm matching your slow, steady breath. Everything is calm. You realize that sleep is here, not because you tried to make it happen, but because you finally allowed it to come in its own time. The thoughts no longer have the same urgency. There's no more need to solve or perfect. The world outside has no hold on you now. The pillow beneath your head feels like the perfect support. The blankets are just the right weight, enveloping you in warmth and comfort. You feel safe, free from the pressure to do anything more. The more you let go, the deeper you fall into rest. There's nothing to prove, nothing to adjust. Sleep, once a distant goal, is now here, surrounding you, offering its peace. Your body is heavy in the most comforting way, sinking further into the bed with every passing moment. Your mind is quiet, no longer racing through thoughts, no longer replaying the week. There is only stillness now, only rest. With every breath, you let go of the last traces of tension, the last bits of energy that tried to keep you awake. You surrender to sleep fully, knowing that there is nothing more you need to do. You are allowed to rest. Sleep is here, and you, at last, can let go. The world is now completely quiet, and within that quiet, sleep has fully settled in. The only sound is the gentle, rhythmic flow of your breath and the soft, soothing hum of the fan, as if both are guiding you further into the peaceful embrace of rest. There's no longer any resistance, no need to chase after sleep. It's here now, just as it should be. The pillow beneath your head is a perfect fit, supporting you with gentle ease. The bed, soft and warm, cradles your body, offering you the rest you so deeply need. The air in the room feels cool, refreshing, and just the right temperature. The blankets feel like they are protecting you, enveloping you in comfort and warmth. Your body feels so heavy, but not in an uncomfortable way. It's the kind of weight that signifies full relaxation, the feeling of surrendering completely to rest. There is no hurry, no desire to rush. Sleep is taking its time, and you let it. The brain that had once replayed every moment from the week is now silent. Its persistent thoughts now faded into the past. They no longer crowd your mind. You no longer need to focus on anything. There is only the present moment, the comfort of the bed, the softness of the pillow, the warmth of the blankets, and the coolness of the air. Everything is exactly as it should be. In this moment, you realize that sleep isn't something to earn. It's not something to chase or force. Sleep comes naturally when you allow your body and mind to rest. You've done the work of letting go, and now you're free to drift completely into sleep. With each slow, steady breath, you find yourself sinking further into the calm, further into the quiet. There is no more thinking, no more analyzing, no more replaying. There is only rest. There is only peace. And so, you surrender fully to the night, letting sleep take you into its gentle embrace, knowing that in this moment, everything is perfect, just as it is. The stillness of the room now feels like a natural extension of the night itself, as if the world outside has dissolved into the quiet comfort of your sleep. Each breath is deeper, more relaxed. Your body feels completely at ease, every muscle released, every thought quieted. The weight of your body in the bed feels perfect, supported, held gently by the softness of the mattress. You realize, in the quiet of the moment, that sleep is not something to be fought for or chased. It comes when you allow yourself to be free from the constant pressure to do more, to fix, to analyze. It comes when you simply surrender, trusting that rest is just as important as any task or worry you could have carried with you. The cool air from the fan is a comforting reminder that, for tonight, nothing is needed. You've let go of everything, your plans, your doubts, the small worries that once kept you awake. In this space, there is nothing left to do but rest, and you've finally given yourself permission to do just that. Your body continues to relax further with each passing second, and your mind, once full of thoughts, is now silent, like a calm lake with no ripples. Sleep is no longer distant. It has wrapped around you, filling the space with the deepest kind of peace. With each exhale, you feel yourself sinking deeper into rest, lighter, free of any tension. The room, once full of thoughts and distractions, now feels like a sanctuary. It's just you, the soft bed, and the quiet rhythm of your breath. And as the night continues, you drift further, fully surrendering to the deep comfort of sleep. There's no need to fight, no need to worry. You are exactly where you need to be. Sleep is here, and with it, you find peace.